voice that echoes through every home, every heart. From the streets to the studio, we bring you real talk, real music, and real moments. We are not just a station, we are a movement. High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.
The time is 7 o'clock. Good evening, here's iPower 102.7 FM News at 7. I am Inioluwa Adekoya. First, the headlines. Lawyer tackles Adekoya on tenor claims. Pro-Iranian protest rocks Abuja. On the foreign scene, France returns stolen Ivorian artifacts. And in sports, Henry Nwosu passes on. Details of this and more in a moment. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back, and now the news in detail, beginning from the home front. A public affairs analyst and lawyer, Kayode Megbojuri, has described the claim by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa that he has spent 1 year in office as dishonest. He made this assertion while answering questions on national television program on Friday.
That we are having, the present governor of Ondo State accidentally became the governor of Ondo State by the death or through the death of his principal. Please don't involve the governor of Ondo State, because it is not his type that the people of Ondo State deserve as the governor any day, any time. But that, as it was, when he became the governor and he finished the tenure of his principal, we want to go for another election. At that time, APC primary election was to take place. Governor Usman Ododo came to Ondo State and no primary election ever took place, and through the back door, Dr. Oluwaseun Aiyedatiwa hijacked the party tickets and we went into election.
You said he hijacked the party
tickets.
Yes,
Jimo Ibrahim was in court until the leadership of the party called all of them and resolved a lot of litigation process here and there, because it was given to him through the back door. But that, as it may, everybody left that behind.
Maybe we should just allow Mr. President.
He was sworn in. So at the time he was sworn in, he has already spent a year in office. But the people of Ondo State are not in any way comfortable with its leadership, which was what necessitated because of some indirect moves that were going on. And a lot of action, meaning was ready to his action. For instance, the governor, as we speak today, is laying claim to the fact that he has spent just a year in office, which that on its own is a fraudulent misrepresentation to the people of Ondo State and to the general public, claiming that he has spent a year in office and that was deliberate. The extent that he doesn't want the constitution to be read to the fact that he has taken oath of office at the initial stage, which by the fourth alteration has already given a clock to its ambition and limited to the last election that he took. So what we are seeing in Ondo State, linking into that history, is born out of the kind of a person that the current governor is known to be.
While responding to some of the allegations by Megbojuri, The senior special assistant to the Governor on Public Enlightenment, Smart, countered the claims and asked the lawyer to attend refresher courses as his knowledge of law has become questionable.
Did not become a governor by accident. I'm surprised that this is coming from a lawyer who knows that the ground of the Constitution clearly states that a deputy will become a governor in the case of death, resignation, or removal of a governor. In the case of president, the case removal of a president by the assembly. In the case of Dr. Lucky Adekoya, he didn't become a governor by accident. We had a situation where, unfortunately, his predecessor died in office. So Dr. Adekoya became the governor constitutionally after the death of his predecessor, Marakuri Rotimi Akeredolu. So to have said Governor Lucky became governor by accident, I think we need to recommend Mr. Mugoji for some refreshers, even as a lawyer. Number two is the fact that he didn't win his re-election through any fraudulent means.
Can I just ask you one question?
Yes, moving away from that, former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has confirmed that Tracy Ohiri was paid a 110 million naira before awardly publicized apology. You will recall that Tracy Ohiri had accused the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, of owing her over 200 million naira since 2012. Sowore, while addressing the press on a shocking U-turn, an apology said his support for her was born out of the need to ensure that the instrument of government is not deployed in oppressing the weak.
Well, they send dollars to her. And if you are not owing somebody, why are you paying? Why are you paying? So, and they then engage in what we had always asked for, civil resolution of the matter. It wasn't a criminal matter. Yes. And they had an agreement. And between the two of them, somebody paid, and the other person said, well, I will help you mitigate the damage that has been done. That's where I think the video came from. So it's what they call civil resolution of matters, you know. So payment was made, and the agreement was made to say, okay, we are not fighting anymore, and I will withdraw some of my most egregious allegations against you. So why are you still asking? The minister has not denied that he paid Tracy 110 million naira. 110 million naira. So Nigerians should be asking, where did the minister get money? It's probably your taxpayers' money that was used to settle a personal matter. And people are not asking that question because I have stated this since yesterday. The minister has not denied it. Tracy has not denied it. That shows faith. So why are you all getting excited about something that we had resolved? You should be thanking us that we used our position in society to ensure that the police was not used to settle personal scores. That part is why I got involved, and that has been resolved.
Moving on, members of the Shiite community in Nigeria have staged a protest against the Israeli and United States government at the National Central Mosque in Abuja. Thousands of Shiite Muslims bearing placards and banners trooped to the premises of the mosque shouting "Death to America, Death to Israel." They demanded the immediate removal of all American military bases from the Middle East region.
And everybody feels the pain of killing Said Khamenei, except if you are not human. But to those people that killed him, now I'm very sure they are regretting, because they have killed Khamenei of 86 years and Khamenei of 57 years in marriage, and say struggle continue until justice is given to the Palestinians. It can never, there is never an attack by Israel or America in any way in the world that is justified. Wherever they go, they went for an interest. Their interest in Middle East is to wipe out Gaza. So the message is, if today is Gaza, tomorrow it may be somewhere. Therefore, wherever we are, being Christian or Muslim, we should fight for humanity. And that is the message. Today is the day of the oppressed. From what we are seeing today, the U.S. has only two options. One is to surrender. Secondly is to withdraw all their assets and their military from the Middle East.
This news at 7 is coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM in Inioluwa. Still to come on the foreign scene, France returns stolen Ivorian artifacts, and in sports, Inioluwa passes on.
Whether you tune in for breaking news, in-depth analysis, or community updates, High Power 102.7 FM remains your most trusted source. Because when it comes to news, the truth matters. High Power FM 102.7.
Welcome back. To be part of our program, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at iPower 1027 FM. And now to foreign matters. The French authorities have returned a sacred drum taken from Ivory Coast to the West African country. The drum, which was reportedly stolen from the country in 1916, is one out of the many artifacts stolen from Africa by the colonialists. In a widespread move of restitution, several European countries have been sending back stolen artifacts to their countries of origin across Africa. Still talking foreign matters, Iranian-backed armed group Hamas has urged the Iranian government to stop attacking neighboring Arab nations. In a statement released by the group, Hamas opined that the move can destroy the brotherhood among the nation. The group, however, supported the efforts of the Iranian government to defend itself from external aggression. And now to the sporting arena. A member of the African Cup of Nations winning 1980 Eagles, Inioluwa, is dead. According to a statement released by teammate Segun Odegbami, Inioluwa passed on at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital after battling an unnamed sickness. Since the announcement, messages of condolences have continued to pour in as many reminisce on his contribution to the Nigerian football team. To end the iPower 102.7 FM News at 7, let's take another look at the main point. We told you in the course of the bulletin that a public affairs analyst and lawyer, Kayode Megbojuri, has described the claim of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa that he only spent 1 year in office as dishonest. We also informed you that members of the Shiite community in Nigeria have staged a protest against the Israeli and United States government at the National Central Mosque in Abuja. On the foreign scene, we informed you the French authorities have returned a sacred drum taken from Ivory Coast to the West African country. And finally, in the sporting arena, we informed you a member of the African Cup of Nations winning 1980 Eagles, Inioluwa, is dead. And that was the iPower 102.7 FM News at 7, edited by Alaba Adeyemi. My name is Inioluwa Adekoya. Many thanks for listening and a beautiful evening.